Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This one is in response to a subscriber who asked me if I could make a video about the FV101 Scorpion because he said it has a high proclivity to score MVPs, and he's not joking. And there is a good reason why this is the case, but I don't know if he knows the specific reason, but the most important thing is he recognized that this is an MVP maker. And one of my friends, Top, he also made the exact same observation and said that he had been running these matches because for him it was a 2-for-1, or actually even 3-for-1. He was building up the commander in this vehicle because he was planning to use this commander in the other light tanks for Cold War, which would be the FV107 Scimitar and the Scorpion 90. He was also making money, even though this is a standard tech tree tank. It makes quite a bit of money for not having a silver bonus. And the fact that, it just makes MVPs at a hideous rate is crazy. It actually does make MVPs, I would say, disproportionately high. And most likely it's the number one MVP maker based on its tier level. There might be some tanks that make more MVP than this, but they're going to be higher up in their tier. So, and definitely for the light tanks, this guy is the beast of the beast. I've been using this, and it is just an absolute monster. And that's why when the guy asked me if I could make a video about this, I said, you know what, that's a great idea. I need to do that. And, well, here we are. So, in this one, I'm going to show you two games. Both of them were beastly performances. One's in a loss. The other one will be in a win. And this is important because when you're playing on your operation, you're not going to win every game. So you need to see, what you can do and how you can score in a game where you don't win. Okay, I'll pause. What exactly are you doing? Picking up food and stuff, and then get ready to move. Okay. They don't. They don't. Okay. But before we proceed, please leave a like for this video. It will help other people see it. Please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed, because this will help me the most and will help gain more exposure. And for my subscribers, you guys have been awesome, so hopefully you can make use of this video to help score some more. Now, let's get into this tank, shall we? So, this dude is configured for speed. Now, one of the main things you have to consider is this. In configured for speed, this goes 98. But you need gas to do that. Now, if you don't like running the risk of having a downed crewman, you could switch the gas for medical. This guy is an up front, in your face score. You need the gold repair. If you don't get gold repair, you're going to rue the day, buddy. You need the enhanced rations as well, because this makes your gun more accurate and makes your reload time lower. Now, your reload time is really good anyway. What is reload time? My reload time, 2.49 seconds. Awesome. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's look at this. Damage per minute, over 6,000. Now you know why it's an awesome MVP candidate every time I play it. So, we have the tracks for speed. Actually, that's interesting. Got a spall liner. I'm sorry, I'm just crazy. We have the advanced loader to keep that's what gets the reload down low. Then there's the spall liner and the fan. The fan reduces reload time, increases accuracy of the gun, and the gun accuracy on this tank is, with the commander, .24. It's nasty. So really what you could do, now this is another possibility. You could choose to ace out. Oh, and the reason you get the spall liner, man, you're going to have all kinds of ramming going on. And I highly recommend the crew skill. We'll show you that in a second. You could take out this fan and replace it with the engine if you want to go even faster, which is that's a real interesting idea to go. Geez, I would say 101 is probably what you're going to get out of this. I don't know. I need to do it and see what it's doing. But this is the setup for the two games that you've seen, or that you're going to see, sorry. All right, now let's look at the commander. Now this commander, I configured this one specifically for this tank. Born leader reduces the reload like this and increases the accuracy like this. So these three work together. This is rapid loading, reduces the reload. This is steady aim, increases your accuracy. That's how it's .24, which is, really good sniper accuracy. Armor angling, -5% damage. Speaks for itself. You're in a light tank. You need all the help you can get defensively. Rapid aim increases turret rotation, which the gasoline also increases the turret rotation speed. That's why it's very important. The gasoline, I wouldn't get rid of it, but you could. Off-road driving, increase the handling on the terrains, etc., etc. That one's 50-50. Probably should actually have run and gun instead. That would be better than off-road driving, I think. I don't know what the deal was with that. What I was thinking about that. But this is snapshot, which increases the shot accuracy during turret rotation. controlled impact for ramming. You're going to get rammed. And some of those M41A1s, man, they love to ram people. So you need to have anti-ramming on this tank. If you don't, you're going to pay. So this is an 8 slot commander. He's getting pretty close, you know, not 90, 86,000. He's going to get there. It doesn't really make much difference. As I said, this is the commander that I used to get the scores that you're about to see. Although objectively speaking, I really need to swap off this off-road driving for run and gun. I don't know what I was thinking. Run and gun is what I normally put on there. Oh well. It worked, so I guess it's fine. You know, it's tomato. You're going to have 6 of this or half a dozen of the other. Okay, so now let's go to the videos. Welcome to the Great Wall. Okay, in this tank, you will see that little white ring on the barrel. That is a mark of excellence. This tank just feels so good in its controls that I played it because this is a fun tank to play for me. I know it's a regular tech tree. There's no bonuses of any kind except for the bonuses of winning, baby. So terrific tank. Now this guy goes up here. I'm going with him so he doesn't get ambushed. And since he broke left, I figured I'm going to go and spot and assume someone's coming up this hill. That's why I'm going to go wide right so I can turn around. Ah, freak. Get the hell out of here. All right. So now I'm going to go around the horn, as they say, and come up behind that guy in theory. He's a medium. He can't travel as fast as me. I'm the gingerbread man. You can't catch me. Now also on this tank, I run half premium and half regular. I usually don't have to use very many premium shots, but they're there just in case. Took a long time to get up here behind this guy. That's the thing that was getting me. Okay, I see how this is going. Now I know there's a guy over here. You see him on the right side of T-44A. Man, you got a lot of nerve shooting at me. I guess that's some kind of alcove where he can get a shot and not be shot at by an approaching dude like myself. Well, I give him a beating pretty good. There you are, you little freak. Oh, he hit me. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, that was a good shot by him. But I'm thinking it was more luck than anything else. We're losing, unfortunately. So my powers are needed elsewhere. I'm not messing around with this guy. He's not really threatening anything. And I don't think that guy's coming out of his hidey hole anytime soon. So I gave him a numerical beating. Got a free surprise there. Didn't have an angle, and I figured I got to go downstairs. You know, I could not see that guy's health, that he's fully health E3. I'm like, I don't want to fight this guy at full health. I switched to premium. No, not yet. I will switch to premium. Should have switched there, dummy. But, you know, he doesn't really see me so much. Got that dude. I'm just trying not to get killed as long as possible. My speed is good, but it's restricted in this, you know, really congested building area. So the other guy got me. That E3 guy. Did good on that. No, forget the Centurion. Where's my guy? There we go. 3 guys here. I think this is really the last moment where it looks like we have a dream. And the dream is done. 6 on 3 is not good, but 6 on 2, that's over. If these guys were at full health, it'd be over. There's just nothing they can do. He's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. Okay, so my team lost this game. But there's a good part. There's a good side to this. If you're the other team, that's the best side. So there it is. 101 MVP. Not my 101, but I am MVP of my team. So this is an odd match, and awesomely so, because there we go. The MVPs for each team were both the same tank, 101. But when you're on a bad team, it's harder to score. Did the best I could. You know, did kill 2 guys, 1,200 plus damage, 1,000 assist. Did everything I could do to help my team. It just needed more. So there it is. This is the thing I was talking about. It's a great tank. You can't win every game. So the game you didn't win, well, I got MVP for my team. That's the best I can do. 5 points of Dream Machines for that. Okay? So that is the goal when I'm playing, and I say this, you know, to anybody who asks me. The FV101 is a legitimate MVP candidate in every match that you go into. So much so that the MVP of each team was using an FV101 Scorpion. Now, I was going by myself. That guy had help, which was awesome from his perspective. I sure wish I had help like that. But, you know, you go with what you go. You know, my friends were not on or were busy or whatever, so it didn't really matter. We're here to conduct business, and business was good. Business was better for this Bonsai dude. I mean, he had a great game, no question about it. So, you know, nothing to complain about. You go in there, you do the best you can. I had a good game. It was a fun game. Didn't win, but I scored as much as I could possibly score. Hey, you can't ask more than that, really. Welcome to Kazarine. The last match, I scored 26,000 plus silver, which is, you know, very good when you don't win the match. As a regular Tech Tree tank, no complaints. But this game is a little better than the last one. Now, I like to go over here to the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Fortunately, I do have a good amount of dudes. But I am lone wolfing it, as Top would say. So I'm feeling good. So I'm like, I'm getting ready to turn at a moment's notice because I am deep, deep away from my group. I was going to kill this guy, except there's another dude over here. When I saw the other dude, I'm like, you know what? I think I better just get the heck out of here. I already knocked on his door and let him know I'm in the neighborhood. Let me wait for some of my homeboys to show up, and then we'll do some business. So, now look at this guy. Got a lot of nerve, man. This 107 goes a lot faster than me, but I'm thinking I'm going to experiment with bringing this thing up to 101. Or 100, whatever it gives me. Tiny little boost of speed will make a difference. The reason these guys are so vicious is because they're in that 100 speed range, and it's very difficult to hit them. Now, I always like to tell people who aren't light tank experts, what you see me do here is I'll move the camera to see things. And in the game, I'm driving first. I lock on and drive and just shoot, and whatever, if it hits, it hits. If it don't hit, it don't hit. It doesn't matter. So I'm not looking at these guys in the game. I'm in this mode. This is the gameplay mode right here. The gun is locked on. It fires and hits whatever it hits. But I want to make sure I don't get, stopped by something, because that will get me killed. So whenever I do this and look behind me, it looks cool in the replays, and it's, it's more interesting. But in the real game, this will get you killed. So don't do it. That's one of the advantages of replay, is that we can get the killer angles and see what's going on. Down by 3 guys. Oh well. Never give up, never surrender. You've seen the movie. Look at this. Nah. Haha, sucker. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not down. We're up. My bad. Hey, buddy. E3, how's it feel? I go after me, see all those guys. I want, my gut reaction was to get him. Oh well. I did a great job to that point. My gut reaction was to get that guy, but there's too many guys, and they got lucky. But I did set him up for the hammering. Oh look, here's a big head freak. That's what I call him. Other people call them, well, let's say it's less than a kid-friendly name. So I call it the big head freak. Because that's what it is. It's a freak sniper. I don't have one of these. Even though it might be sort of fun, I don't like that kind of long reload. And the other reality is this, that if I'm going to play in this era with this guy, I'm just going to keep going with my Scorpion. My Scorpion is one of my favorite tanks of all time. So this would be kind of fun, but I'm not going to go through all the hassle to get this. Whatever, dude. Besides, I have a Thumper and an AGS. And that AGS light tank sniper is an awesome sniper too. This is just awesome different. It might be fun. But my MVP percentage, it can't be topped for the FV101 Scorpion. Super fantastic. Oh, I mean, this guy did a good job, though. yeah. Had a great game. Not great. I mean, if it's MVP, it must be great. But the scoring wise was very good. You know, I would say above average, but not really like awesome. But I guess, you know, like I said, if you get MVP, we'll accept you calling it great, even though I do better and can do better. So I'm not trying to be, you know, unappreciative. I can do better than this. That's the only thing. It's like, well, you know, I should do better. I mean, that guy made a great shot on me. That's why I got killed. So, you know, hey, sometimes the other guys play good too, man. So that was fantastic. And let's go here. Bingo. Now remember that last game where I lost, but top scorer on my team, 26,000. This is almost triple that score. Triple would be 78,000. So I did have commander bonus times 4 for each match because I was running that bonus to get, you know, the bonus points from the booster and the double bonus for being first win of the day in this tank. So as you could see, the daily double is what we call that, combined with the 4 times booster would be a times 8. So 17,000 experience in one game. Pretty awesome. It was even better to have it and use it in a video. Medals, the other one didn't get any medals. Spotter, you spot over 1,000. You get, I thought I did over 1,000. I guess not. I don't know. Mastery class badge 2. Well, yeah, I've got a master's badge on this already. And I already have the light tank mastery badge. So the mastery badge on this, all I did with my games was just push it up higher. Sorry, dudes. I have not been playing the Scorpion very much at all during this mastery badge operation. And that's one of the things that happens. When the good players in tanks like this one score MVPs, they jack the numbers up. So the second class, the first class, the master badge for this tank is through the roof hard because the jerks like myself and Top and some of the other guys that you see playing this tank, all good players, were jacking the scores up. And it's something that most of them are not aware that they're doing. I'm aware that I'm doing it. But there's nothing you could do about it. The smart move, if you're working on these mastery badges, go find something that people aren't playing and go, you know, I'll play this, and your threshold for scoring is lower, which is good because you need to score 100 points, and it's not as easy as it sounds, okay? Now, Fish went to town, and he hardcored it for a day and a half and got his light tank mastery and got in, got out, okay, before the scores jacked up hideous. Me in artillery, I was going at a reasonable rate, not realizing, I wasn't even paying attention that this is actually going on. Otherwise, I might have gone a little harder core, but it worked out fine, no big deal. So if you're having trouble in your mastery badge challenge, find a tank that's not as popular. In this case, now this is about the 101, but I'll give you another example of what you can use, and that would be 63I would be another thing to consider, which is here. It is a starter tank. Right there. I have this tank, and that red star is a mark of excellence. So I do have this tank. It's a free tank. Costs you nothing to buy the tank. It costs you to put the equipment in there. So this one is not as popular And so my wager is that you have a better chance of scoring in this tank. That's just, one possibility. But anyway, let's go back to the Scorpion. Hiding where the heck it is. There's Scorpion 90. This is right down. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and look at this again. All right. So this starts with the Centurion 2, a free tank. You play this and unlock it. And surprisingly enough, I got a mark of excellence on this too. This is another tank that people get in, get done, and get out. All right. So this leads to the 101 Scorpion, which you just saw. When you unlock the next tank, you unlock another great tank, the FV101 Scimitar. This dude goes even faster. This one goes, mine is set up for ultra speed, 105 kilometers per hour. Blazing, to say the least, with gas, engine, and tracks. So that's fantastic. Of course, it has a 6-shot autoloader. They're low damage bullets, but man, it's like ant bites. They get you over time. So the weakness of this tank is that this tank does not rescue people from other tank attacks very well, because it takes a long time to wear them down with those constant 6-shot bursts. They're good and they work, but man, it takes a while to kill a dude. So this is not a great tank for killing guys. Super fast, super annoying, but the Scorpion is a killer. You can kill a guy, but you have to roll up on this one. The guy has to be previously damaged. It takes a while because the autoloader is not as powerful. And now we'll go back to the tank tree here again. The Scorpion, my friend Top is working on this. So he got that one. He's got the Centurion 9. After the Centurion 9, which I did obviously, you get the Conqueror. Now, Conqueror is very good. But I don't really need medium and heavy tank tech tree stuff, so I got rid of them. Because I wanted this, the Scorpion 90. And Scorpion 90 is terrific. It's just like the Scorpion 101, except for Era 2. The only real difference is that I don't think the Scorpion 90 has the same percentage of MVP possibilities. I'd say it's a little bit less. But other than that, the Scorpion 90 is like playing the 101, but in Era 2 against tougher tanks. And I've unlocked this Chieftain, but I have not bought it. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. I kind of want this VF-M5, but if I get bored, or if I get an operation that requires long-term heavy tank usage, then I can buy this and unlock, and then do the whole thing just to unlock this, because I would junk this tank as soon as I unlock this light tank. I'd junk it. And the other problem with Era 3, I really don't need a light tank, but it's okay, whatever. It's something I'm going to consider it, just to do maybe at some point, just to have it for fun. So now to answer the question, why does the 101 Scorpion do so well in the Dream Machines Challenge? And the answer to that question is due to its low position on the totem pole. And we're going to go back here just to show you again. Now this is this is the tech tree, but we're going to look at this from the concept of a totem pole. On the totem pole of this track, you have the Centurion 2. That would be the bottom face of the totem pole. The one right above that. So let's look at it this way. In Era 1, this would be Tier 1. The Scorpion would be Tier 2. The 107, the Scimitar would be Tier 3. This would be Tier 4. I'm sorry, not Tier 4. No, sorry. It's 1, 2, and 3. So that's the thing. This guy is lower on the totem pole, both from left to right, as well as when you go up to these other tanks with heavier weights, they're considered higher. And when you look at the list of tanks at the beginning of the match, you'll see the Scorpion is near the bottom all the time. And that's the thing. In the match list, that's the totem pole that we're looking at. It's near the bottom. So it gets a bonus. And the bonus it gets is what helps push it with the numbers that you saw to the MVP status. Even though if you looked at those numbers where I had like 2,000 damage and 1,000 assistance, those really aren't MVP numbers in any other tank except this one. So let's go back and look at this again, because that's really where it is. Even worse, sorry. Now, I was remembering the first game. The second game, this is the MVP. Well, that was the MVP of the losing team. But MVP overall, 1,800 damage, that's okay. 2,300 assistance, that's well above average, obviously. So if you combine those numbers, that's 4,100. That 4,100 is not going to get you an MVP combo in just about any other tank. Maybe the 107 Scimitar or whatever comparable light tank, M1A1 maybe. So that's the thing. It's going to be a light tank of that far left positioning on the board for selection. So that's the deal. It has a disproportionately high MVP proclivity. And that is the thing. That's why it's an awesome tank to run if you're good at it in the Cold War. You make money, 74,000 with no bonuses, no silver bonus, no nothing. No silver boosters. I didn't run any boosters of any kind. The only booster I ran was in those two matches. I ran the ×4 commander and lost, so I ran it again, got the win, took it off the tank. Well, I say I took it off. I should have taken it off. Did I? I did not, imbecile. So let's go fix that. And, that happens sometimes. I forget to take it off, and then I blow it using it on another game where there's no chance of a bonus. See, now my red stripe is gone from my 101. So when the red stripe is gone, take the boosters off. Use the boosters when you have the red stripe. Now, this one has a 9-slot commander. It doesn't need any commander booster, so I would never put a commander booster on here. So I'm just giving you the heads up. When you're using boosters, you want to use boosters on your red stripes. Pick up the daily double when you get the first victory, and then take them off. That's how you conserve your boosters and don't just chew them up. Now, there's an exception that you could do. I'm just going to pick a random tank. I guess. Okay, we'll do this one. Now, let's just say that I was trying to... We'll put a 3x booster on here. I was trying to upgrade and unlock the next tank. Okay, which I actually have already done in this tank. So I don't need to do that, but I'm just doing this as a demonstration. I've already unlocked these guys, so I could buy this M24 if I want to. M24 would be the other light tank, like the 101 Scorpion. It should have a high MVP status if it's as good. I don't know. I'm happy with the Scorpion. I don't care about that one. But let's just say I'm running through the upgrades of this M46A1, which I've already got them. Let's say I don't like this tank. Okay. In that case, if you don't like a tank or it doesn't perform in a way you like, then running the boosters every game is not as bad because you're trying to avoid something. I get that. So that wouldn't be bad. But that's not the optimum. The optimum would be, there's another one I have. Where's that T44? We'll just go get it. It's in the reds. This guy. Yeah, see, I'm not done with this one yet. So let's go here. T44A. Now this one I don't have completely upgraded. There it is. I got a radio and a gun, and then the unlock of tanks. This is an okay tank to me, but I don't like it. It's like I just don't play it very much. But if I was like, you know what, let me go and bust this out because I have a bunch of boosters. Let's go look at the boosters that I have. I don't know how many I have, but I think I got a lot of them. Okay, ×5 we save for really good purposes. I have 104 ×2 vehicles. Man, if you want to go and run these until you're done with that, that would be an okay deal. Because say you don't care for this tank, you want to be done quickly. Okay, I get that. The other ones, these guys are expensive. They're rare and expensive. When I run out of ×4s, I can buy them here for 103 gold, and I don't pay 103 gold for a booster. Sorry, don't do it. So, just a little booster usage info for you. 101 Scorpion. Awesome tank, which you saw. You saw that it was awesome in a game that we lost. 5 points for that. In the Dream Machines, it was awesome in the game we won. MVP, 5 points for that. So, if you have interest in light tanks and you don't have this, oh yeah, I would recommend it. Now, you could go and use that M24 as well. That's another good one. Go down that line. That line is actually, to some people, this line is actually better. Because look what happens. When you get the M24, you don't have, I consider the Centurion and the Conqueror junk that I don't want to play, even though that Conqueror was very good. All right. I had light tank, Centurion, Conqueror, light tank. Well, this one is better if you want light tanks because it's light tank, light tank. Light tank, light tank. Light tank, light tank. The AGS light tank or the Sheridan. I mean the Bradley fighting vehicle. I'm like, dude, this has got an awesome line here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 light tanks in a row with no medium or heavies to fill up the gaps. So if you like this, I can't argue with you, man. This thing is awesome. That Bradley is pretty killer. So that's the dealio. You know, look at what you like. Maybe the Scorpion is appealing to a degree, but maybe this Bradley down the road is more appealing. I can't say that I argue with you. So whatever floats your boat is good. You know, that really wasn't the point of the video. It was all about the 101, but it's relevant for comparative value. So I love the 101. You saw why, because even in a game where I lost, I was able to score, and that was Dream Machine points, which was fantastic. Now, I've already collected the 2 tanks in the Dream Machines that I did not have. Just give you a quickie look at this. I got the 2 I didn't have, which was the Object 752 and the Emile. Okay, after that, all I do is buy ×4 Commander boosters. So right now I have 74 points. I'm going to buy boosters one more time today for sure. And then, you know, who knows. But I wanted to make this video to answer that question. And basically, we've covered what you need to know. So you can compare this for yourself on whether you're interested, or some of you would watch this video and go, wow, this is awesome and everything. But after I showed you that string from the M24 all the way up to the Bradley, you might go for that one because that is an awesome string as well. You know, it's a win-win. So this gives you a little bit more than just the Scorpion. But that is the reason we're here. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Remember, please leave a like for the video. It'll help tremendously. Please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed. And to my subscribers, thanks again for all the support. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and this will help you guys in the future. I got more stuff to do. I will see you guys later.